And we're back, continue on with Lego Brawlers.
I have returned.
And yes, there is a dancing llama behind me.
We're going to keep playing Legos.
Yes. Looking at the new
The new
minifigs.
characters you've unlocked.
Yeah. And yes, I am secretly trying to build a murder drone.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm tall.
Yeah. Again, I still gotta continue on with this to get all the other fighters.
And so what? So when you get a fighter, you can just customize it?
Yep. Okay. Who am I gonna fight or team up with?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Ah. Well, it's always good to try something different.
I'm surprised you're not doing pirates. Since pirates have always been your cup of tea.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
cup of rum. Cup of rum.
yeah, but I don't know what the map's gonna look like, so that's a big.
So it's just random?
Yeah,
A goth? Is that supposed to be a vampire?
I guess. Fabulous Brawler, Super Brawler. He's fighting with the guitar.
I was gonna say something. Who's that? Marshall Lee from Adventure Time?
I guess. I
like-
could try to recreate him.
I like Marshall Lee. I remember I used to be a Marshall Lee simp. What was the ship name? I used to ship. What is it with him and Fiona? Fioli? Fioli? I don't remember how it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember there was this one Marshall Lee and Fiona comic I used to read on DeviantArt back in the day, but the thing is, it was in Spanish, so luckily they had the English translation at the bottom. You know what, I want to know if they still have that comic, because I used to check out a lot of artwork. Oh my gosh, speaking of which, did you see the poster for the Fiona and Cake series that HBO is gonna do?
Don't you mean Max? They changed it to Max.
Oh yeah, I forgot they changed it to Max. Yeah. Because I did like Fiona and Cake better than the Adventure Time series.
Yeah.
Because I was in high school when Adventure Time, like, was popular.
Until when it hit to season 2, it became.
Well, from my understanding, Adventure Time started goofy, but from what I remember happening was that the creator, Pennington Ward, from my understanding, the creator had a lot on his plate that, and Cartoon Network expected him to write an episode every week. And that was a lot of work.
Yeah.
So it became so overwhelming that he had to, leave his own project. And I remember because Rebecca Sugar wrote the music for Adventure Time.
Yeah.
And the reason why Rebecca didn't like do a lot of music anymore, because from my understanding, don't take this as canon, but from my understanding, apparently her and Pendleton got into not an argument, but I'm gonna quote Buzz Lightyear and just say a professional disagreement.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And of course, Rebecca left the project, and then when Pennington and Warren left the project, that's when, they brought Rebecca back to write some music. Which I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the music that Rebecca writes is always so pretty. When you take a look at Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But you wanna know what I think that's interesting about Rebecca, though?
What?
I remember when Cartoon Hangover used to be like a thing on YouTube back in 2013.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I remember when Bee and Puppycat first came out, a lot of people loved it. They loved it so much that they wanted more of it, so that's when they did a Kickstarter and they funded like a few episodes, and they let Rebecca lead the project.
Okay.
And I kind of liked it because Bee and Puppycat was, of course, Rebecca Sugar's not very first cartoon, because she did do a student film,
Yeah.
but like very first series, And because of that, You know, she wrote music for Adventure Time, and then she did her own cartoon Steven Universe.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I remember that.
I like to see creators grow like that, and like you, like I said, grow along with them too. You know, you start to see their work. Like me with Tim Burton. You know, I love Tim Burton ever since I was a kid. I was always fascinated by his work, and I didn't even know that I followed, you know, Tim Burton my whole life. Because, you know, I like The Nightmare Before Christmas, I like the Batman movie, and then Planet of the Apes. So everything that I liked was all Tim, and I didn't know that as a kid. But now as an adult, I'm like, huh.
Having a better understanding.
Yeah, exactly. So Tim Burton was my favorite artist growing up, obviously. My favorite artist growing up was Tim Burton and Rumiko Takahashi. And if y'all guys aren't familiar with her, she is the creator of Inuyasha.
I keep on forgetting about that.
Yeah, she's the creator of Inuyasha, Ranma 1.5, Lum, the Space Invader girl. Yeah, you know, because Rumiko Takahashi was like the, how do they say it? She was a female role model that I saw. Because when I was a kid, I wanted to. Well, a lot of things changed. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to become a cartoonist, but I couldn't draw. So then I became, and then I wanted to write. I'll write my own stories. I wanted to be a writer. And now I'm just doing different kinds of projects. You know, besides, you know, VTubing with you, my brother.
Yep.
I do other stuff, and you see the other projects I do work on. So everything I have to do was always art related. And believe it or not, Rumiko Takahashi started doing horror comics first. Yeah, she started doing horror, like Inuyasha. If you read the mangas of Inuyasha, there was a lot of blood, obviously, you know? There was a lot of blood, and like, do you remember the episode of Inuyasha, the one about the no mask?
Oh yeah, that one.
Okay. So you seen the show, right? About the no mask, how it was like a big goo with like a mask?
Yeah.
Well, in the manga, originally in the manga, it was actually it started off as a mask, but when it took over, when it kept possessing people, it actually formed into a big ball of humans. You know, there was 2 arms here, a leg here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a big blob of
Combined.
Yeah, combined people. That was in the manga, but obviously it was too scary, so they changed it to a blob. You know, and that's when I saw her real, like, you know, horror work. She did do horror manga, and believe it or not, she is also one. I'm gonna repeat this because already people are gonna get mad at me. One of the most, you know, famous manga artists, you know, besides the creator of Sailor Moon. You know, so she's one of the best, and she was the female role model. I saw the artwork, you know, the art. But as for Tim Burton, from my understanding, as I got older and I started to understand Tim Burton's work, like when I did draw, my drawings are always black and white because I read a lot of manga. You know, so my drawings were black and white. Yeah. And I took, which is funny though, for somebody who cannot draw, I did take advanced art classes in high school. I was in the master level by my 3rd year of high school. You know, and I was fortunate enough to have an art teacher that took me under his wing. And a lot of people didn't realize this, but did you know that Tim Burton's art teacher didn't like him? Yeah, Tim Burton's art teacher didn't like him, so he did stuff by himself. He didn't have a teacher to guide him on the right path like I did. You know, I was lucky enough to have an art teacher who took me under his wing, and like, even though I was like in high school and now I'm like already an adult, already on my own, doing my own other art projects, everything that my art teacher has taught me, I've always, you know, I still practice to this day. You know, like he, which I didn't understand this, but he taught me stuff that not a lot of other people do. Like, what was it? Okay, when I used to cosplay, I learned a lot of techniques, and I learned them by myself. I did it by try and experiment. Like, if I was doing something, a project, and if it didn't go well, you know, my art teacher wouldn't tell me, and I would be upset. I would go, "Sir, why didn't you tell me? If you knew it was gonna go bad, why didn't you say anything?" He said, "Well, because that's how you learn. You know, if I told you, then you would not have learned. as an artist, you need to understand that you're gonna make mistakes, but that's fine. That's a whole part, you know, of life. You're gonna make a mistake and you learn from it. Now you know next time not to do it like that.
Yeah.
You know? And that could be applied to anything. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to have an art teacher. I can't say his name, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna call him Mr. Lapis. Get it?
Yeah. Okay, okay. Where is this gonna take me now?
Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, it's okay, but take me to that great place. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. Are you gonna put together like compilation video of me singing? Because I've noticed every time I freaking listen, I'm like, why am I always singing? Why do I have that tick? And then I saw the gameplay that you and Dad were playing.
Yeah.
And Dad was doing the same exact thing. He was randomly singing, and I'm like, ah. So that's where I get it from.
Yep.
Hey.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
My model froze because I sneezed. I didn't know that could do that.
Me neither.
When you sneeze, does yours freeze?
No.
Let's get you to sneeze then. Do you have pepper in your apartment?
Nope.
Hold on, I want to see if I can go find the pepper. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well. I just noticed that this Robin Hood has a tail.
You don't have pepper here?
Nope. Nope, I don't. Nope.
How do you cook your food without pepper? How do you cook without pepper? Explain that to me.
I have other spices.
I mean, I saw that, but how do you not have pepper?
I don't know.
Or let me guess, or do you put salt on everything and you're like, oh, there's my spice for the meal?
No.
I don't like salt. Just like when I would cook, okay, so me and my roommate would take turns cooking, and he would always say, you never put salt in your food. I go, I don't, because I don't like salt. Plus, it's bad for you to have so much salt in your system. I'm gonna quote the dad from Big Mouth and say, I don't like salt. It is an overrated spice. Like white rice. Like, have you ever made white rice? Or do you just wait until I make white rice so that you can come and steal it?
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, because for some reason you don't want to make white rice. Okay, like for example, when I make white rice, I like to make it in a pot because I know how to make it right. Unlike some people, my roommate, like when I make white rice, I don't add no spices to it. And he gets annoyed. He goes, how come you don't put salt or butter? And I go, dude, you're not supposed to put salt and butter with white rice. You know? You put butter, and then it's no longer healthy. It becomes fat.
Yeah.
You know? And he goes, well, I like it with salt and butter. I go, okay, you like it with salt and butter? Then next time when you cook, you put salt and butter. Or you could put salt, you could get a little portion of rice, and then you could just put salt and butter on that.
Hey.
Ooh, new champion has arrived. He has a big leg. Yeah, and like mom hates it. Okay, mom doesn't like white rice for some reason, but yeah, she likes. What is it called? The Spanish dish, the white rice with. Milk.
I know what. Brown rice, I believe.
No, not brown rice. It's where she gets a pot and instead of water, she puts milk and then she puts sugar and then she puts the cinnamon
rice milk. There you go.
Rice milk. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, she likes rice milk. I mean, I unfortunately don't like rice milk. But when she makes rice milk, I always well, when I stop by her house, when I stop by her and Dad's house, she makes the rice milk, and I put it in a container and I take it home for my roommate because he likes, you know, dishes like that. And I don't know how. I mean, you seen me cook. I don't know how to cook like
Yeah.
traditional Mexican dishes like mom do.
Yeah.
So every time she does, I always bring like to go for my roommate because he loves that.
Yeah, rice milk is good in the winter.
Yeah, it is good in the winter. But you wanna know what's my favorite thing to eat during winter?
What?
Soup. I love soup. I
Soup
became
cans.
well, not soup can like first soup. Like remember one time we went over to Dad's house and I made like a big pot of potato soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made potato soup for everybody. I made tomato soup. Made chicken noodle soup. I mean, I became soup when I used to work in a kitchen. With Dad. I don't know if you remember that when I used to work in the kitchen with Dad.
I believe so.
Yeah, for the catering company. Yeah, so I was on a budget. That's all I'm gonna say. Because y'all guys know how bills work, you know. We would get paid every Friday. So what I would do if I don't have money to buy groceries and I have to hold out till Friday. Me and my roommate at the time, we would just make whatever's there, or what I would do is my dad, aka the chef, because he had a soup chef that made all different kinds of soups, and the way he made soups is he would get whatever's going to like expire and then make it into the soup. And that's why sometimes when you go to the restaurant and it said, okay, the special today is the soup.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, whatever they make for the special of the day is products that are about to go bad. Not are bad, but they're about to go bad. That's what they do, like at small restaurants, and they go, "Oh, the soup of the day or the dish of the day is this and that." So what he'll let me do, since the soup was always made fresh every day.
And I'm a pig.
You're a fat nugget.
Okay, back to normal.
No, you're back to me. So what Dad will let me do is he would let me take home some leftover soup. And the guy that made the soup was a man named Jorge, who was from Mexico. You know, and his wife also worked in the same kitchen too, but she was working in a different department. So this guy will make soup, and he'll make Mexican style soup. Like what was it? I can't really pronounce it. But yeah, you know, it'll have vegetables and such, so I would take a bowl home, one for me, one for my roommate, so that he won't starve. And that's what we would eat. So Jorge made me love soups, and I love making soup during the winter.
Yep.
I freaking love it. Especially on Halloween. Were you there when I made warm wort soup?
I don't remember. No, I don't believe I was.
Oh yeah,
there.
this was before you moved into this apartment building. Okay.
Yeah.
So when me and my roommate first moved into this apartment building, we're like, what do you want to do for Halloween? So we're like, fuck it, we'll dress up and give out candy to the kids. That's what we ended up doing. We give out candy to the kids because that's how we love to participate in Halloween, you know? I mean, we're already too old to go trick-or-treating, but we'll still dress up and give out candy. And this was like, was it the pandemic? No, this was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both dressed up as plague doctors. Yeah, we were both dressed up as plague doctors, and we're just giving out candy. And for dinner, I made warm wort soup. And if y'all guys are familiar, that is the soup that Sally made for Dr. Finkelstein in The Nightmare Before Christmas. But it was basically because I saw a recipe on it online that was saying best food for Halloween. And I was reading a mom blog that a mother made warm wort soup for her kids. Right?
Yeah.
For Halloween, yeah. So what it basically was, it was chicken noodle soup. But they would use the Spyro noodles. They use the Spyro noodles, and they would add. I don't remember if they added pepper or lemon, but really depends. But I added lemon. I added lemon pepper to give that little bit of spice. But what they do, werewolf, hellhound. His name is Vortex. Anyways, so what they would do is they would add green food coloring and let it like boil, and then it turns into an interesting greenish color. And they would get the Spyro noodles, but they would get the vegetable noodles. That way it's different colors. So it did look like a warm soup, and that's what they would feed their kids. You know, warm wort soup.
Yeah.
That's what I made for Halloween that one year. It was just basically chicken noodle soup. chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Okay, that's the only Halloween story I am going to tell because I know we already have stuff planned for Halloween. The most important holiday of the year, right? Halloween?
Yes, and I love getting my free candy.
Oh gosh. Yes. My favorite holiday is Halloween. I love Halloween. I'm always the sibling that follows all the traditions, right?
Yeah.
I follow the traditions. I start watching Halloween movies a month before. And that used to get on my roommate's nerves. He was like, who starts watching a Halloween movies and documentary a month before? I go, I do. I do. I need to make sure.
Besides, the stores are always shoving the Halloween stuff even before summer ends. I was shove it at the end.
Says the one that's counting down the days until he can get his pumpkin spice latte.
Exactly.
That's the only thing you like about it is the pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that.
Yep.
I don't like pumpkin spice. I'm gonna get canceled for this. I don't like pumpkin spice.
Decide.
And I can picture people going, cancel Tiffany. She doesn't like pumpkin spice. Well, I have a reason, alright? I was a barista at a local coffee chain for, for about freaking 4 years, and I would hate pumpkin spice season. No, I wasn't the barista that would, you know, make the drinks. I just got annoyed of it because it tasted disgusting. I try to like it, but I don't like it. And then one of the rules at this quote-unquote local coffee chain is if a customer asks you about a drink, you cannot say anything bad about it. So when customers ask, how's a pumpkin spice latte? Is it good? I had to freaking lie and just say, I unfortunately haven't tried it, but I heard from the other baristas that it's really good. I had to lie. I had to lie about the pumpkin spice. I had to. I don't like pumpkin. I mean, I used to like pumpkin pie as a kid, but that's a story I'm gonna share for October. Why Tiffany doesn't like pumpkin. Bum.
Yeah, and I can't wait for this new place that's gonna open near us soon.
Which place is that? Remind me.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I want to try their pumpkin spice donuts.
I've only been to Dunkin' Donuts like once, but I mean, you know what? I guess I'm gonna go ahead and tell this story. But Dad's told you stories about the Krispy Kremes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's this Krispy Kremes that's like far from where we live, and it's also far from our work. So one day, me, my dad, and our other sister, we went to the Krispy Kremes because we wanted to get some donuts. And we were in line, and there was a lady that was giving away free donuts, but she offered it to everybody else except for me, my sister, and my dad. And I wasn't paying attention. My other sister was paying attention. I wasn't. I was in La La Land. But what ended up happening was that now, as y'all guys know, we are Hispanic IRL. You know, me and my brother and our family. And we found out that the lady that was giving away free donuts, she was only giving it away to everybody else except for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't notice it. And then my dad was saying, he talked to the manager and go, hey, we're customers too, you know, because apparently if there's a long line at Krispy Kremes, they're supposed to be giving you free donuts. Which I didn't even know that, but she was giving away to everybody else except for us. You know, except for us three. And Dad was talking to the manager about it, and that lady just hid at the back. Yeah, she just ran and hid from the back. You know?
Typical.
Yeah, I really don't like, you know, experiencing, you know, racism like that, especially since, you know, we're Hispanic and, well, our family, we don't, you know, judge anyone by race. I mean, I talk to anybody that's not nice to me, I talk to. You know,
Yeah.
That's just how we are. You know, we don't, do that, and my sister doesn't experience stuff like that. I mean, I have, my brother over here has, my roommate and my dad has, But yeah, my sister doesn't. This is the first time she's experienced with something like that, and that it didn't traumatize her. It just, shocked her because she never experienced that. And then at the same Krispy Kremes, believe it or not, a few months later, there was we had another issue with that. Yeah, so we don't go to that Krispy Kremes anymore because we always had problems there. They tend to ignore us because of our race. So Dad and I are actually looking forward to check out Dunkin' Donuts.
Yep.
Because me and my roommate, we've been to Dunkin' Donuts before. They were always cool with us, Because the Dunkin' Donuts we went to, because I don't remember what the heck we were doing. We were doing something, I don't know. And we went to go check out this Dunkin' Donuts, and like people there were really nice. Like, hi, how you been? And we'll tell them, well, we never been here before, and they would always be nice to us and go, oh, okay, so this is how things go,
Yeah.
I mean, the employees at Dunkin' Donuts, it's always been nice. No, I never had an issue with Dunkin'. Krispy Kremes I had, but Dunkin', no. So I'm actually really happy that they're opening Dunkin' Donuts. I can't wait to go there when it's open.
Yeah. Which reminds me, we gotta find some gift cards to use.
But there is a local donut shop that me and Dad like to go to. But it's like on the other side of town. But we still go to it. It's I don't know the name of the place. It's like a small business that's been like in our area for years and years. But we like it though, because they always have something different. And the donuts are made fresh. Like they made fresh there. The funny as it is, we actually went there Wednesday morning. Yeah, we went there Wednesday morning because I told Dad, oh my gosh, I want tacos from there. Because I would always get a bean and cheese taco with bacon. And normally I'll get 3 of them, but 2 of them fills me up at that place. And we always get the donuts because there's a guy, like not an old guy, but an old guy that makes it. And we think he's Italian, because I'm not joking. This is what happened. So it's like a Mexican restaurant slash donut. Donut place. You know what place I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only been there once.
Yeah. And there's Mexican music playing, but in the kitchen you hear Italian opera. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Italian opera. So then we look at the guy that makes the donuts, and it turns out he's Italian. Yeah, he makes the donuts fresh. And I guess he just finished making donuts because he was enjoying a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
He was just enjoying a cup of coffee, and you could tell he was like exhausted and tired. He's probably had to be there early in the morning. But all the donuts that we had were made fresh. You could taste it. The freshness of a donut when it's freshly made. It's really delicious. And they always change things up.
Up a notch.
Yeah, up a notch. Like on Halloween, they will have donuts with like a gummy worm. You know what I mean? And on Christmas, it will have Christmas donuts. They would always change it up, and that's what I like. I like to support like restaurants like that. Especially freshly made donuts.
Oh yeah.
Man, all these talk about donuts make me. Because I don't get to eat a lot of donuts. I really don't, because to me it's too much sugar in the morning.
Nah.
Like it depends. Like when I go to work, I just wake up, watch TV for a little bit, get up, watch TV, get ready, take off to work, and I'm at work by 8, and I don't have my, I think I call it brunch. I don't have my brunch until around 11, depending on what I have to do.
11ish something.
Yeah, 11ish when I take my break. So I'm used to not eating for hours, and then I just eat my brunch, and then I won't eat dinner till like 3 or 4. It depends.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the day, or it also depends if I gotta do orders. Speaking of orders, I gotta pack 2 orders tonight. I do it in the morning.
Yes!
Guitar! Break dance! Break dance, here we go!
I'm sorry, when she did the thing, I think of that meme where you dance in front of someone and just does the...
Oh, you mean the one with like a dog or something dancing?
Yeah.
My favorite one that I've seen of that meme is the one where it goes, I think Fat Nuggets wants to tell Angel something. Somebody animated Fat Nuggets doing like that dance.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Nuggets.
Okay, let's see what this place and who are the fighters this time.
Fighters, we have Wonderful Cats, Unbelievable Farmer, Extraordinary Pixel, Wonder Ninja, Supergirl, School Floor Dancer, and I can't see who's behind.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is this? This place must be new. I haven't been here. Banana suit.
I think of Cat Noir. And man, I gotta catch up with Miraculous Ladybug. I was trying to catch up on it, but I forgot.
A furry pony.
A pony?
Like that side.
Nice. Is that DJ Pone 3? You like that?
Yeah.
DJ Pone 3? Apparently they still have BronyCons. But they teach it, but they have like just a regular convention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was he just throwing money?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder how much would that cost him.
Sorry, I see money, I just think of Angel dancing.
And I'm a pig.
Fat Nuggets! Fat Nuggets. Hey, were you planning on going to the rodeo again this year?
Do you actually have fun this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. They better improve on the lemonade. Blech.
Yeah, I mean, the food there was pricey, but it was worth it because, you know. Plus, we didn't go on the weekend, we went during the week. And like usual, my favorite thing is just to go, you know, play with the animals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I could drag Novice along, since she's gonna be here. So I'm happy because I'm actually get to have a friend now, yay!
Yep.
Now I have a friend to do shenanigans with, because she's gonna be down here for the fall semester because she's going to college. But I can still bother her on the weekends.
Yeah.
I'm all happy I could bother her on the weekends.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like that friend that just pops out of nowhere. Hey, what's up? Like, you know how in the cartoon there's like that one friend that could just pop out of nowhere?
I just noticed something on that one's DJ booth.
What's up?
There's a castle with the rainbow fall. You see it?
Yeah. Isn't that an Easter egg to Princess Unikitty?
I guess.
Oh gosh, I love when I saw Princess Unikitty in the movie. I freaking loved her. She's all sweet and rainbows, and then she becomes like bad when she's pissed off. I did love the cartoon show. Oh my gosh, the Princess Unikitty cartoon show. I was up thinking, you know what? I can picture myself as Princess Unikitty, and you're the brother, puppy corn. And to my roommate, ha, that makes you Rick.
I know that guy's too relaxed. Are you sure he's not?
Well,
doing
he's not relaxed. He's monotone.
something?
What was your comment that you said?
That guy's sure he's not doing something just to make him feel calm.
Are you trying to?
But he does eat a lot of food.
I was gonna say, are you implying
Yes.
that Rick is a stoner because he's a rock?
Exactly.
Speaking of stoner, I do have a question. I want to hear your opinion about it.
Go ahead.
So, have you seen the Harley Quinn show?
Only clips of it.
Okay. So, you know Frank, right?
Oh, the walking, talking piranha plant?
Yeah, the walkie-talkie piranha plant. Okay, and you know how he's friends with the stoner?
Yeah.
Here's my random question, because I've been asking everybody this question, and everybody's giving me a different opinion, so I want to hear yours.
Okay.
So, you know how he's a talking piranha plant, right?
Yeah.
And in the show, he smokes. I'm not gonna say what. He smokes. Wouldn't that be cannibalism? Because he is smoking another plant.
Well, let's look at it this way. You're not eating the plant. You're just only breathing in and breathing out. So, ergo, it's not really cannibalism.
Well, because everybody's giving me a different opinion. Because I asked Dad, and Dad goes, it is a column A, a little bit column B. And then I asked my roommate, and he goes, oh, yeah, it is. And then I asked our mom, and our mom goes, why do you always ask the stupidest questions?
But ask me a stupid question that must be known.
And then I asked our sister, and she was like, that's a good question. I wouldn't know. People, let me know your
Yep.
thoughts on that in the comments down below. Is that
Yes.
cannibalism?
Will it be? Okay.
So here's a question: for Halloween, are we gonna have like a Halloween movie marathon? I know. I mean, I already know we talked about games,
Yeah.
but are we gonna have like a Halloween movie marathon?
Depending if we can post our full reaction to said Halloween special.
Or another thing we could do is while we watch the video, we could just like cut them into pieces
Yeah.
and just say this is our last resort.
Yeah.
Because I remember I would always have a Monster High movie marathon where I watched all the Monster High movies. I mean, I had an Ever After High marathon. I watched all the Ever After High, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that remake of Monster High?
I haven't watched it. I've been too busy. I haven't even watched it.
I know I've heard of it, but
I mean, people are giving their own opinion. You know, column A, column B. But I don't know. I gotta watch it.
yeah.
Would that be something you would do? Want to watch the Monster High?
Yeah, to see what's changed or not.
Yeah, because remember, our niece was into Monster High, so...
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. I remember when she first got into Monster High, our sister was like, what's your opinion on it? And I told her, well, when I was a kid, I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, you know me. When I was a kid, I was into monsters, you know? So this is her good introductions into movie monsters, you know? I didn't see anything bad about it. You know, I just thought, I mean, might as well. You know, it's not the same direction I was raised towards, but it's like
Something different.
yeah, something different. And we did watch all the Monster High movies together. We actually liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted Rebecca.
Steam.
Steam was my favorite, the steampunk one, but unfortunately I never found her. I ended up with Abby Abominable.
Yeah.
And I still have it in my storage, and people offered to buy her off me, but I told them, you know what, you want Abby, just give me a Rebecca. I would trade Rebecca for my Abby Abominable. But she must be in the box, because Abby's in the box.
Be in the box brand new.
I think it's Jimmy Neutron. Oh, physical Ultra Lord, he's very collectible. How do you know he's in the box? And he opens it up. No!
Yeah. Huh. Some shows do not age well. Just like the Butt Ugly Martians, but that's for another time I'm discussing.
You know, I can't find the Butt Ugly Martians anywhere.
Nah. And it almost looks like we are almost done here.
Ooh, Sam Rapper? Charleston Dance.
They cannot.
Oh, yeah!
They cannot really say the Carl 10 because of copyright.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I guess that'll be it for today. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Good night. Bye.
Bye!